Welcome back. Let's continue our focus on an incredibly important and significant day in our country. 45 years ago today, the Soweto Uprising. It was on this day in 1976 that thousands of students marched against the use of Afrikaans as the medium of instruction in black schools. Dozens of young people lost their lives in clashes with police. Others were badly wounded. The mass demonstration became a turning point in the fight against apartheid. eNCA contributor Mpho Lakaje takes a look back.
Placards ready, a demonstration plan in place. Students gathered at assembly points across Soweto.
That morning, woke up, went to school. The marchers were supposed to come to my school, Orlando West Junior, which is on Vilagaza Street. I addressed students at my school to say that, there will be this march. Some of them knew about it because we were already prepared for it.
And shortly after 9 a.m., pupils from Orlando West Junior joined others from across Soweto, including Maurice Isaacson and Naledi High. The mass demonstration was headed for Orlando Stadium.
It was a jovial, kind of an atmosphere. Even the people were building FNB at the time, amongst them white people. We just greeted, waved hands with no intention or ill motive to them.
But as the crowd swelled, the police received a tip-off. They raced to Soweto to disperse the demonstration, only to find themselves in an awkward position.
These guys, the police, thought they were sandwiched, thought they were getting sandwiched by the students. And in any other person thinking militarily the way they do, they thought this might have been the plan of the... We never planned to... In the first place, we never planned to be violent.
Still, the police fired tear gas in a desperate attempt to disband the gathering.
The fumes were blowing back the direction. And then the next thing, it was becoming difficult for them in the position where they were. They released dogs.
But the German shepherds were met with a hail of stones. One of them died. At this stage, the men in uniform were firing live rounds. One of them hit 13-year-old Hector Peterson.
The first thing that I spotted, it was my brother's shoes. So while running, I was trying to explain myself to this man. Who are you? This is my brother. I've been looking for him. Where are you taking him? He never said anything, just kept on running. And all of a sudden, a car just stopped in front of us, and one lady jumped out of the car, and he just said, "No, I'm a journalist, we can help you." So as that man was about to put my brother in the car, he said, "Oh, he's dead."
Peterson was one of the first students to die at the hands of the authorities in the 1976 unrest. His name has now become synonymous with the event, and a memorial has been erected in Soweto in his honor. As the police vans drove out of Soweto, they left behind dozens of corpses. What was to be a peaceful demonstration became a massive event in history. And 45 years later, the young men and women who had the courage to face the might of the apartheid machinery continue to be revered. Mpho Lakaje, Soweto.